Alrighty, music playing. Barb, shake your head if you can hear the music. Okay, letting people in. Break legs, have fun.
Hold them like they do in Texas State. Hold them and let them hit me, raise it, baby, stay with me. Little games and tuition, but then it comes to start. And after he's been hooked up, they don't want that on his heart.
Hi, baby.
And baby, when it's not bad, it's not bad, it's fine. Bunk of space. Bunk of space.
Good evening and welcome to Work of Art Wednesday. I am your host, Barbara McLean. I am a podcaster and comedian. I'm also a board member of Blended City. And let me just tell you about Blended City. Blended City is a nonprofit and it works to provide access to the arts for people that are generally underserved. And they are a 501c3, and all donations that you make to Blended City help us to expand our programs and serve others, and they are completely tax deductible. Nick and Ashley do amazing, stunning, wonderful work, and I'm so proud to be part of this. And let's see what happens. It's my first time hosting a variety show, and anyone who knows me knows when I'm around, anything can happen. So, what the fuck? Let's go. Our first person that we have for this evening, let me we have Lindsay Leong, and on Instagram, she's known as at Hella Famous. She is going to do some spoken word. Lindsay is also an artist. Much of the artwork that's behind her is original art done by her. well, not done by her, but she gets tremendous, tremendous inspiration from Tupac. And we're just gonna let her come on and do her thing. Let's everybody give Blended City welcome to Lindsay. Let's go.
Yay!
Hey everybody, good evening. Thank you, Barbara. I would say it's original artwork, not by me, but I love to support local artists. I'm from the Bay Area, so these are predominantly Bay Area artists that are behind me. So I just want to love on those artists. Not to bring the vibes down, but about a year ago, throughout my sets, you know, whether it's on Zoom or in person, I decided to start integrating more of like Buddhism, which is a big part of my life, and it is in my poetry, just kind of bringing more of that into my set. And so, like I said, this is here for community. I don't want to like hella bring the vibe down, but I was thinking like, I can only speak for myself. There was another tragedy. There was another school shooting a few days ago. We're here in a very queer, pro-LGBTQ space. It's been a very difficult time for drag queens, for transgender people, just for the LGBTQ community, among other things happening in the world. If people feel called, I would like to invite everybody to unmute, if that's okay, with the Blended City team, and do a collective breath. And so one of the ones I like to do for on Zoom is like you breathe in at your own pace, and I'll demonstrate that momentarily. And then when we do the exhale, it's the audible exhale, because we're all carrying like so much stuff. And meditation and Buddhism helped me realize some of the stuff that I didn't know I was carrying. So the collective breath in at your own pace is kind of, you start breathing in what needs to, come out. And when you're ready, the audible exhale is like as loud or crazy as it might need to be for you. So if you're unmuted, I invite you, we can do it one more time as a group, and then I'll get into the piece that I want to share. So if you're ready, at your own pace, breathe in. And when you're ready, the audible exhale out.
Um,
I felt it. Thank y'all for that. I hope it makes you feel better. It's helped me feel a lot better. And I found that people have really connected to that in different spaces that I've taken into, because sometimes we don't realize the things that we're holding. There's something about breathing in community. So at least to me, it's something about that audible exhale out. And I'm like, oh my God, like you kind of think we breathe to be alive, right? But something about that audible out for me is always very illuminating. So thank y'all for that. Like getting into why we're here, getting into the art. I really want to share this piece I wrote called For the Culture. So I've been a spoken word artist now for 20 years. And about 5 years ago, I was in the space just with the hella famous is like my stage name / like the name of my arts and culture movement. And I felt all this pressure, people kind of acting like you have to corporatize it, and it's all about your brand and branding, and to the point that it made me feel very like dehumanized, because it starts to feel like we think about ourselves in third person. And I was like, pause, like that's not what we're gonna do. And kind of like unpacking that helped me create this piece. So thank y'all for having me. And this is For the Culture. Avoid just becoming less me and more me. Artivism as a brand versus artivism as words meets action plus behavior attitude. It's always been all power to the people, for the culture, before we called it that. Movement momentum builds, hella distracted. It's all about the brand because brands get paid. So you are the brand. Asking yourself, is it your brand? Reactive. I started to believe it. Looking back feels like so little did I know. Reliving these memories on mics allowed me to grow. Always promised to never sell my soul. I want to be a movement, not a moment, because I was never an image. Fighting to escape landscapes of vanity where it's like for like, follow for follow, projections of perfection. Everyone's lit online. It's all lies. Years of banking on branding. I could never see the God in us. A penny splashing your brand ain't shit. Non-believers limit on the lack of alcohol. Like, why are you pushing content? Why are you building culture? Word for word, you could be hella paid if every motherfucker in here is motherfucking faded. I've been in love with an alcoholic, memories that haven't faded, busting my integrity into what's intoxicated. I rock mics to build, not build, for faith in my survival. On that Mariah Carey, fly free butterfly, passion and action, like we belong together. It's more than a fantasy. We write the beginning and the middle of our stories. We control the ending like ownership of revolutions. I'll stand tall and come back for me. I was born tall and they still coming back for more. The hate you give does not define the possibility in these stories. Versions like to live and write in the bay. Picture me rolling like 17 theories when the only thing we have are these stories. Despite them externals and how they sound, how they made us feel. I've been struggling to see the human in me. Pray for me to find the God in me where Buddha meets Tupac, protect the resistance within me. Houston Beyonce's Queen Ship representation in Vogue magazine. How do we backflip exclusive into exclusives? Build with our people because culture sustains, culture inspires, culture had me transitioning from Lindsay Leon to Hella Famous, from Hella Famous as a brand to Hella Famous as ownership of my stories, components of identity. I can never create on demand. Every show, every poem I ever created was a flower that bloomed in a dark room. How I lived out this poetic justice. Becoming Hella Famous helped me understand the God in me, to find the revolution within me, always for the passion, never the paycheck. Even Prentice Powell told me that a poem is never complete until it hits an open mic. Content matters community first as manifestations of me, owning these stories, shattering myths, the selling out and settling is how we do this. Even when I'm distrustful in the process, is it building, branding, or breaking? Ask Cardi B, likes aren't life, but likes can change your life. It's deeper than the brand, taking mics back, the process of taking me back, like what I won't do for free, what I won't do for love, what I won't do for me. Self-image versus the brand as the vanity that looks better, sounds better than me. Stories of reaction, response, calls to action. I've been told you spit too fast, performance deterred by the passion. It's all healing, fighting, and growing every time I rock mics. Illuminated, marginalized, denied, and celebrated at the same time. Writing my life cannot be commodified. It's been dollars and dreams. I've been deferred. Now true stories shake crowds, letting go of the brand. I've been confirmed. Fuck the dollars, fuck the fame. I'm Hella Famous without it. Margins announced it. I wrote back as a way of fighting back. Why do you think I spit so fast? Being deeper than the brand, align me with the God in me. On this voyage I've learned, that's facts. It's still all power to the people. Hashtag Hella Famous for the culture is deeper than the brand. Thank y'all, Blended City, for having me today. My name is Lindsay Leong, aka Hella Famous. You can follow me on Instagram at Hella Famous 11. I love to stay tapped with artists all over the country, all over the world. I'm so happy we outside again, but I still love it on Zoom. We can connect from all over the country and all over the world. So it's a pleasure to be here, and I can't wait to hear all of your art today. So thank y'all so much for the opportunity.
Yeah.
That was
Go.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. And please come back. I'm going to be the host in May. Please come back. Tonight, also, we have a filmmaker who has been making original content for more than 10 years. He is a professional writer and just an awesome human being who has cheated death on at least 2 occasions that I know of. And he's just super talented and well, give a Blended City welcome to Joey Finnegan.
Hello.
Tell us something, Joey.
Hi, I'm Joey Finnegan. As you mentioned, I cheated death a couple times back in 2018. I saved my ex's life running out and pushing her out of the way of a car. We both got really hurt. You can see some of my scars. I got really hurt, but I had a full recovery by, I guess, the grace of God. And there's nothing else that can explain it because we both should have gotten a lot worse, but we're both here. We're both doing really well. I'm showing today a film called The Jelly Jam, which was inspired by my insane uncle who threw a fit when he lost his jam. And I called it jelly, and he got very mad about that. So that started it. And then I sort of produced and co-wrote this with a group of other filmmakers who helped me. And they had the idea to make it a bit lighter and funnier by making it about Dr. Frankenstein and Igor, sorry, a big young Frankenstein fan. And I'm pretty proud of this film. I think it turned out really funny, and I like what they did with it. It's black and white, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you. And now, give us the Jelly Jam.
Can we hear that?
No sound.
No
sound.
sound.
Okay. Better?
No
No.
sound.
No sound.
Is that better?
No sound.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Joey, do you have the film ready on your end?
I could pull it up really quick.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, what do I do?
Can you screen share?
I don't know how do I do that? Oh, share screen. I see it.
There's a green icon.
It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
Please stand by, everyone.
Okay.
I love you, Beanie God. Wait 1 second. I think I just figured it out.
Okay.
Maybe, but still, you know,
Mhm.
on standby or sitting down.
There you go.
You're all
Hear
right.
it?
Yes.
I got you that
Perfect.
jelly you asked for from the
Yeah, I'm
farmer's
sorry
market.
to
Was
get
on
you guys.
sale.
Oh,
Jelly.
see, we're all in this together.
It's alive.
got you that jelly you asked for from the farmer's market. It was on sale.
Jelly.
Yeah, the jelly you asked me for this morning. You were texting me about?
I asked for jam.
Jelly jam, same diff. Should get me a beer from the fridge.
There is a difference. You already forgot my crunchy peanut butter last week. You know how I like my peanut butter sandwiches to have a little bite.
A little bite, yeah, like that slug that bit me last week.
What was that?
Nothing, doctor.
You know, if you have a complaint, you can always just talk to me.
Can I talk to you, Vic? Can I?
If you're referring to our last argument, I already apologized.
Oh yeah, and I remember your apology.
Really? I'm waiting on yours.
And what do I have to apologize for?
Oh, yeah. What do you have to apologize for? Like you've never made a mistake in your life.
And what mistake did I make?
This.
Jelly and jam are literally the same thing.
They literally are not.
Yeah, then what's the difference?
Jam is imported and jelly is domestic.
You just made that up.
Oh, really? Then do you know the difference? Oh, right here. Jelly is made with strained fruit juice. No pieces of fruit in jelly. Jam is mashed up fruit.
So it's the same thing.
What? No, how did you get that from that? Jelly is made with strained fruit juice. Jam is made with mashed up fruit. There's no pieces of fruit in jelly. It's just the juice.
You can put pieces of fruit in orange juice, and that's still juice.
Oh my god, you never listen to me. You never listen to me. Dark Lord forbid, you're wrong about anything.
Oh yeah, Dark Lord forbid I'm wrong about anything. Dark Lord forbid I don't listen. How many times have I told you not to bring your work home, huh?
Once? Twice maybe?
Once or twice. How about 3 times this week?
Oh, Jesus. 3 times. You know, I should start keeping better track of your shortcuts.
Maybe you didn't try to weasel out. Sit back down!
Come on, man.
This guy. This isn't about the jelly, is it?
Jam.
Whatever. And whatever it is, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't do anything right.
I am too.
I'm sorry you're never happy.
Whose fault is that?
And I'm sorry you're such a bitch.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I should have never called you that over a jar of jelly.
Jam.
Well, whatever it is, it's starting to drip onto the dishwasher.
Thank you, Joey. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Very well done.
They did a great job on it, I think. They shot it with an iPhone 11.
That's how I learned to make film.
Yeah, I think it turned out great.
It did. Turns out great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
If,
And yeah,
Sorry, if you guys want to check out more, I'm at randomtales_2022 on YouTube and Instagram.
please add your socials in the chat and we will feature them. And when you have new content or if you feel like featuring some old content, join us next time.
Thank you. I will.
And next up, we have Eddie Poetastic.
Because you made me feel so fantastic. Thank you for your words. They're so bombastic. Hello, my name is Ed. Woo! My name is Ed Potastic of Air Film Fantastic. Please get in time to go draw my rhyme for awful sublime. I got 2 pieces, so you know I'm gonna rhyme. My first chime is called Anything for a Mermaid. I sail the most furious tides. Anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I skin the most ugliest hides, anything for a mermaid. I even swim to the other side, anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. Riches and love I can provide, anything for a mermaid. I slay a monster 12 feet wide, anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I don't really care, I almost died, anything for a mermaid. I even toss away my pride, anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I even take salt in my eye, anything for a mermaid. I even take everything in stride, anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I even fight with both hands tied, anything for a mermaid. I even live with my heart dried, anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I even get on the walls rides, anything for a mermaid. I even climb a steep landslide, anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I even take her as my bride. Mermaid, where did you go? Oh, mermaid, where did you go? I said I love her, yet she didn't reply. Oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, mermaid, where did you go? Thank you. And I got another piece to say, Lise. A little spicy piece, a little disclaimer so no one gets hurt. This is going to have mommy, dad, later, so many different stages. So please mind the word for me pages. I just want to burn some cages. Okay, this is called Honey Rain. My hungry tongue reached over to taste your womanly essence. The wetness flows over our naked flesh, engulfed in a trance for the delectable fragrance, eyes to eyes with chest to chest, two bodies beginning the salacious dance. My feisty passions coursing through our veins, the embers slowly waltzing around our bare canvas, the feeling slowly melting the chains inside of our hearts and brains, the inferno quickly burning away our doubts and consciousness. My lustful tongue ravaged deep between your legs, slowly going deeper into your soft, moist wetness. My tongue is going back and forth on pink sensory threads. Our bodies are hot and bothered by increased sexual awareness. Our explicit minds flash images of red and white. The sensations instinctively feed our nerves. Our imagination is pushing through to new erotic heights. Our rapid maneuvers holding on to every inch of our melting curves. Our damp hands were firmly grasping each other. The air has gone thinner than a knife. We were feeling therefore of our vicious yet tender raging summer. We were both strongly and passionately clinging to life. Our boiling bodies continuously express wetness around our pores. We were both pulling harder and deeper into a delicate movement. Our pure love makes our continually hunger for more to feed our starving cores. Our body closely and surely reaching in sensational transcendence. Our ecstatic voices echoes through the pitch blackness. We were killing each other with soft, slow pressure. Our lungs engulfed the enticing and intoxicating mist. Our senses became lost in a hurricane of stimulated pleasure. Our spicy mouths are screaming in blissful agony. Our great deafness inside our delightful tornado. Our lips were slurping every drop of our sweet Cajun honey. Our nerves are experiencing a very satisfying overload. Our lustful loins kept twirling and swirling to a new state of ecstasy. Our heart shaft impairs your soft pink balls toward your sexual abyss. Our skin shivering, quivering like a raging sea. Our bodies stuck in a steamy rampage fueled by a breathtaking kiss. Our hot blood is rising to reach our peaks. Our inner drums are playing to a wild tempo. Our loins and mouths quickly experiencing leaks. Our whole bodies are about to explode. Our sweaty bodies became stiff and motionless. The clear, creamy river oozed out. Our minds reached a state of bleak bliss. The sunshine joyfully and playfully sprouts. Our bodies spread out in an exhausted daze. Our minds drifting off to a river of dreams. The bed was cool, calm, and unfazed. Our bodies nestled in the colorful woven streams. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed.
Wow,
That
amazing.
was
Let's go.
Yes.
Always delivers.
spectacular. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you next time.
Sure, next time for a good rhyme.
Yes,
Make people divine
absolutely.
and sublime.
Thank you so much. Next up is Migdalia.
Hi,
Let's go,
everyone.
Thank
girl.
you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Migdalia. I'm a landscape
Thank
designer.
you so much.
Oh, hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay, sorry. My name is Migdalia. I'm a landscape designer, and I design beautiful outdoor spaces for people and communities for a living. And today, I definitely want to share that passion with you guys. And with spring just starting, this is the perfect timing to give you guys some tips and tricks as we bring in the spring season for all my plant lovers, whether you're a beginner or you're just interested in learning a lot more. Just going to give a couple of examples of how you can revitalize your plants and just get them ready for the spring. But before I begin, I'm just curious if you guys can write in the chat if you have any plants at home, what's your favorite? If you have any names for your plants, I think that's really cute when people do that. Or in general, if you have any questions about plants, I'll take a couple of minutes at the end to read the chat and answer anything that I can. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started. Now that we have spring, we can't forget about the winter blues that just passed. So thankfully, we are out of that. I'm very happy about that. But we have a situation like this. This looks really crazy and really alarming, but definitely don't be alarmed. When you have a situation like this, you have a couple of brown leaves, yellow leaves, dead leaves. All that is, it's coming out of the winter blues. So she's looking a little rough. She definitely needs some TLC, some pampering time. So how I would deal with a plant like this is definitely remove any dead leaves that you have. If you have a garden, you can compost the dead leaves, but just remove them from the top. One thing I will say is definitely don't tug at any leaves. That means it's just not ready to go yet. So you don't want to stress the plant out. But if you touch it and naturally comes off, then that's good. But for this plant, all I would do is, remove it from the soil. I would take a fresh new pot. You want to fill it up at least a little less than halfway. And then once you fill your pot with new potting soil, you want to place your plant and arrange it how you want. And then you add topsoil just to secure it in place and then give it a good watering. So that's just general in terms of bringing your plants back to life for the spring. Definitely repotting is an option. Another example, this is an orchid plant. It already had a leaf come off. That's not alarming, it's very normal. One thing you want to look out for is any new growth. So let me see if I can face it. If you guys can see here, a new leaf coming out. So that is very good news. So that's what you want to see. And essentially for this plant doesn't really need to be repotted that often. It's a medium to small orchid. I'm patiently waiting for it to flower. It flowered a year and a half ago. So some orchids will reflower, some won't, but patiently waiting, I'm nurturing it. But the new leaf is a good sign. So for this, all I would do is add new topsoil to the top layer, just a couple inches to refresh it. All potting soil comes with fertilizer already included in that. So all you need to do if you want to refresh your plants for the spring is put a little bit of topsoil if you're not repotting it, and it'll be good to go. The other option is to upsize a pot. This is my Monstera. As you guys can see, it's huge. The leaves are almost the size of my face. So this is a clear indication for me that I need to repot it. But if you're unsure of the leaves or anything like that, the biggest way to tell if you need to repot it is you look at the bottom, the holes at the bottom, you'll start to see the roots come out. And once you see that, the plant is pot bound, which means it's suffocating essentially. So in this case, you always want to size up one versus a large pot. So I'll just show you guys an example. So this is the pot that it's in, and this is what would be considered a size up. So you want to do something like that. So it doesn't stress the plant. If you opt for something like this, which is it's hard to see, but this is a larger plant compared to this. You can see the difference. I know this is very tempting, and with monsteras, if you've seen the large monsteras in the nurseries, they're very beautiful and large. But this pot of this size will actually stress the plant out because the roots have to work harder to get to the bottom. So you don't want to do that. And just for repotting something like this, I would definitely have a helper handy because this plant is a little bit sensitive, and with a larger plant, you just want an extra hand. So if you want to make a little date out of it or something on a Sunday that you can do, that's definitely an option. So these are just examples of my own examples of plants that I have, just refreshing it. The next thing I do want to touch on, which is so important, is plant watering. And that is make or break for any plant. So a lot of times we overwater or underwater. It's so easy to do that. So I just want to give you guys a couple of tips to help that. Usually, we water from the top like this, and that's fine, but we can't gauge how much water we're actually putting. So the main thing you do want to do is water from the base. So all you do is in the saucer, put some water, wait 30 minutes to an hour, and you'll see that that water is soaked up by the roots. And whatever is left over, you just discard it. The other option is similar. You'll just get a large bowl like this, fill it up with water, place it in there for 30 minutes to an hour, and yeah, the plant roots will suck up everything they need. So you don't have to worry about that. And one thing I would do is definitely make sure that you have a weekly watering schedule. So whether it's a self-care Sunday or Monstera Monday, whatever you want to call it, definitely take a week to water every week all your houseplants. But in the meantime, what you can do is if you can get a mister, it's really fun to go around my house and use this, but you just mist a couple of times a week, and that definitely helps in case you forget. Something fun to do, put on some music, mist your plants, get in your zone. So that's for watering. And the other thing is sunlight. Sunlight is so huge aside from watering. I just want to there's so much that you can talk about with sunlight, but I just want to keep it very simple. If you think of a compass, there's north and there's south. North is less light and south is the most light. So depending on what direction your window faces will depend on where you can place your plant in your apartment. So for me, I'm north facing, I have the less light, so I can really place my plant close to the window wherever I want it. But if you're south facing where the light comes directly in, it will burn your leaves if you put it by the window. So it's just gauging where your plant needs to go, essentially. And that's it for me. I'm going to check the chat really quick if anyone had any questions or if anyone wanted to say anything regarding any plants, but let's see. That's cute. Melissa, my bamboo is Bambi. My aloe is aloe. I love that. Let's see. Lindsay, such cool art and knowledge and see open mic. Thank you. Maritza, I have 2 succulents that are doing well, 1 cactus doing and 2 snake plants. Help. Well, this is a snake plant, the one that I showed first. So with this case, snake plants are highly resistant to, sun, shade. So in that case, if you have a case like me where you have all dead leaves, just remove the dead leaf. The best course of action is always to repot if you don't know what's going on, because sometimes plants do have root rot. And just a note with cactus, they do need a lot of light. So if your apartment doesn't have a lot of light, the cactus will definitely suffer from that because they need a lot of bright, direct light for sure. Okay, great. Oh, peace lily, love it. But yes, everyone, I will write my Instagram in the chat. If you have additional questions or something that I didn't cover, my Instagram is a great resource for you guys. I do have a reel on there as Plant Tip Tuesdays. I do that, and that will cover everything we covered here, from repotting to light, soil, water, everything like that. And I also, if you want to dive even deeper and have more knowledge, I do have a house plant care guide ebook. The link is in my bio on my Instagram. If you just want to have it on your phone, it's a very quick way to just look at something up and try to figure out what's wrong with your plant. And I additionally do landscape design services. So if you do have an outdoor space, whether it's a balcony or backyard, I can definitely help bring that outdoor space to life and help you design it. So feel free to reach out, and thank you for having me, everyone.
Thank you so much. That was very informative. Thank you. Thank you. That was
Thank you.
excellent.
I love that. Awesome.
Yeah, join us again. Join us again soon. I'd love to see more.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Michaela Tramuta, and she's going to sing for us. And I'm really excited about that. Welcome so much, Michaela. Tell us a little about yourself.
Sure. My birthday is in 2 days. I'm turning 27. Solar return birthday. Can't wait. Yeah, I am a non-equity, which means I'm not in the union yet, actress in the musical theater world mostly, but I also do a bit of film. I just made my 54 Below debut, which means if you're not in the theater world, that's like the biggest cabaret space that you can sing at. So coming off the high of that currently, it's audition season. I'm auditioning for anything and everything. And it's an exciting time, hoping to get a summer gig or some kind of gig and a bigger gig in the next year. I'm represented with Bonafide and Emerging Artists, BEA. Check them out. They're a great agency. They represent all film and TV people, and they represent kids as well, I believe. What else? What else? Yeah, I'm going to sing for you today. I'm going to sing 2 songs, and I'm going to post this now. I just posted in the chat all of my social media info. I'm on it today. And I'll go through it really quick. It's my website, my personal Instagram, my podcast with my best friend and roommate, Grace. We have a podcast called Dressing Room Talk. She is a costume designer. And of course, I'm a musical theater film actor. And we talk all about the work-life balance in theater specifically, as we're trying to navigate it. We are no experts, so don't think we're experts because we are still learning. And it's geared towards like those college age people, like who are deciding to go to college for theater, but also anyone and everyone who's deciding maybe they want to like throw their shot at theater, because theater is like a beautiful community where you can join and leave at any time. So check us out. We have some great guests that come on, and we're actually writing a musical for season 3. It's the first time we're like hitting the thing and doing the thing and like trying to write music and a script, and it's very like scary but exciting. And that's what you do when you're an artist, you like challenge yourself, right? And then I also have a vocal studio, which Nick, who is one of the co-founders of Blended City, is going to start taking lessons with me. I'm so excited. I hope I hope I didn't just like drop a bomb that I wasn't allowed to drop.
No worries.
Okay, good. But my link tree is below, and you can like set up a vocal lesson, a meet and greet with me. I teach all ages, and I'd love to get to know you, work on your voice. The voice is such a special thing. And it's so exciting that my mom is here, because my mom is a voice teacher and she's an opera singer. And like I owe a lot to her. And like my free lungs and beautiful lungs that I got for free is mostly because of my mom singing when I was in her uterus. Let's go. One of those. So yeah, that's me. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna sing. Can I do a quick sound check, Nick? Because the sound check we did, I didn't sing with, and I'm a little nervous. Right now, how is my sound? I'm on the same as system sound setting.
Yeah, you sound good here. Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
so let me sing. So my first song is There Are Worse Things I Could Do from Grease, the musical. Does everyone know it? Do we love Grease? Hopefully you do. No haters here. Okay.
I'm 11.
Let me play it and sing with it just a little. I won't like fully act yet.
Okay.
And then we'll
Yeah.
I'm being so dramatic. There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or 2.
Absolutely.
Is it
That was a great mic check. Yes. Like
was wasn't even acting.
That was amazing. I'm so.
Great, well, I'm not even done. I'm not done yet.
Right, we haven't even started. I'm already like singing on the same note.
Thank you for letting me be shenanigans today, everyone.
Of course, I love it. That's what we're all
Okay.
about.
Here we go. All right, I'm gonna start and like actually like act.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, bro.
There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose it could be true. But there are worse things I could do. I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my eyes, press against them when we dance, make them think they stand a chance, then refuse to see it through. That's a thing I'd never do. I could stay home every night, wait around for Mr. Right, take cold showers every day, and throw my life away on a dream that won't come true. I could hurt someone like me out of spite or jealousy. I don't steal and I don't lie, but I can feel and I can cry. A fact I bet you never knew. But to cry in front of you, that's the worst thing I could do. That's song number 1.
Yes, work.
Yes, excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
We got one more, right?
We have one more. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Why am I apologizing? Okay. So this is called It's Only a First Date, and it's from a newer musical called Evolution for Man. Yeah. One of those. You'll see what it's about. This is a little less aggressive. Here we go. Maybe you'll never know his favorite band at Woodstock, his favorite film by Hitchcock, the books he's read, his touch in bed. You may never wake up to his homemade cheese frittata. There's not a lot of things you can claim, 'cause it's only a first date. It's far from a lifetime, no investment, so there's no return. You can laugh at his jokes, but you won't meet his folks, 'cause it's only a first date. Maybe we will never ride the rapids in a kayak or bicycles. Your father is calling me, Grace, which is why this just stopped. I'm so sorry. Someone's calling me during my song.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because it's like the wrong time.
I just fully went. Okay, I'm gonna go back a little.
You sound beautiful though.
So sorry. Here we go. I'll get back on. Here we go. Maybe we will never ride the rapids in a kayak or bicycle through Nyack, share a view, a Netflix queue. Maybe we will never get to see who wins at ping pong or someday have a song of our own, 'cause it's only a first date. It's far from a lifetime, no investment, so there's no return. Don't pretend that he cared. It doesn't matter if we shared. Don't be fooled by the stars that lit the skies. Or was it the light in his eyes? By now it should come as no surprise that life doesn't go as planned. Still, it was good to hold his hand, and maybe you'll forget how reassuring were his kisses. It's easy to dismiss the whole night, 'cause it's only an hors d'oeuvre. It's hardly an entree, the kind of dulls the hunger for a while. You'll forget by next week, but remember his smile. 'Cause it's only a dance, it's only a meal, it's only a guy. So come on, get real. There's no chance in hell that he feels what you feel. 'Cause it's only a first date, nothing more. Thank you.
Thank you
Let's
so
go.
much.
That's fire.
Phone call delay. Thank you.
Thank you. You have the most perfect voice for musical theater. I
Oh,
can't
thank
wait
you.
to see you on Broadway.
Can you tell all the casting directors that? That would be
Actually, I know some and I will.
great. Please do. Please
Yeah.
do. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, so excited for you.
Thank you.
you.
Go off.
Well, now we have come to the end of our featured performers, and we are going to welcome people that just signed up for the variety segment of our program. Nick, who do we got? Performing now is Deadpan Lizzie, Beanie God Strauss.
Aw,
Did
thank
I
you.
get that right?
You did, yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for
you.
yeah, no, I have a lot of monikers, and that is the one most people know me as, so Beanie Blessings, as we say, and all the features were wonderful, so thank you, and thank you for hosting. I'm gonna read one poem, and then unfortunately, I actually have to head to another Zoom, but I'm happy I could be here tonight for an hour.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for having the space. It's a nice, safe space, so thank you. I wrote this recently. I'm a spoken word artist and poet, amongst other things. This is a thesis poem called Baptism. Eucalyptus hangs dry on the shower caddy, only 2 weeks old and they are browning. Leaves softly fall into the shower drain, where locks of hair and emotion wash away into the cesspool, where our emotional shit marries reality. What is the point of turning the water all the way to boiling hot for only a moment a day? What is the point of steaming up the fast-growing evergreen for only a moment a day? What is the point of breathing in the intoxicating scent for only a moment a day? For happiness, for peace, for hydration, for baptism. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I look forward to having you again next time.
Yes, I'll come back. I love Nick and Ashley in the space, so thank you for having me. I'm sorry I have to run, but it was lovely to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night. And who's up next, Nick? Now we have Alexis Garcia and next Lex.
Yes.
What are you gonna do for us?
Hi. So glad to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm going to do a poem called Show and Tell.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Bartender, I need something stronger, preferably something to keep the anxiety away much longer. I traveled through a sea of eyes to get to this spot. You see, the truth is I don't really like crowds, but the last thing I want to be is a party pooper. Because I always end up feeling like shit when I chicken out last minute. So I took anxiety by the horns and thrust myself in it. I'm going to need your best concoction, something that makes staying the only option. Give me your best wine, beer, and alcohol. I want to see the world through rosé-colored lenses. All I really need are 2 drinks to help lighten the weight on my shoulders. They say alcohol brings out your true self. So does that make me a fraud without it? The drinks are setting in. I wish I could feel like this all the time. This beer and alcohol has cast a perfect spell to allow me to shapeshift into someone who actually wants to be here. I don't mean to be such a drag, but drag myself I did, and I am staying put. Just between you and I would have easily made up a lie, but I wanted to show anxiety that it can't outdrink me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lex. I really appreciate it. That's a beautiful poem.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we hope to see you again.
Yes,
Maybe
I'll
with a
definitely be
featured
back. Thank
performer.
you.
I would love that. Thank you. And up next, we have Rue Star. Welcome to the stage.
Hey,
Hi.
hi, I'm Rue.
Hi.
Everyone has been amazing. Thank you for having me. I was gonna do a song and then I just switched it in my mind because today actually is the 3-year anniversary of a very dear friend of mine who passed away from COVID. And I can't believe it's 3 years today. It's kind of weird. But he wrote one of the most famous songs in the entire world. And I'm sure you all know what it is. And most people don't know he wrote this song, but he did. Someone else made it very, very famous. So his name is Alan Merrill. If you Google Alan Merrill, you will never run out of things for the rest of your life to find on the internet. And this is a song I wrote for him right after 3 years ago today. And it's called More Than Rock and Roll. Raised in boarding schools and getting into trouble, dating celebrities and debutantes. You were a heartthrob, a teen idol, writing hit songs before the internet dropped in. I love you more than you love rock and roll. Yeah, 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 I love you more than you love rock and roll. The way you played that 12 string, you made it look so easy. Songs or stories woven meticulously together. A patchwork quilt of life you shared with all the masses. Played gigs till the end, even in your dark sunglasses. I love you more than you love rock and roll. Yeah, 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 I love you more than you love rock and roll. Then you turned 69 and what a turn it was. Nothing makes sense, therefore everything does. And I love you, yeah. I love you, yeah. I love you, yeah. More than love rock and roll. The world has lost a rocker, the heavens gained a star, and you'll shine for eternity no matter where you are. Where everybody's hero, there isn't a soul who doesn't know I love rock and roll. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. And I love you more than you love rock and roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love you more than you love rock and roll. Yeah. Yes. Every artist needs a brother, just like Alan Merrill. Yeah. And that was the song he wrote. He wrote I Love Rock and Roll. And Joan Jett made it really, really famous.
Really, really famous.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I've seen it performed live numerous times.
By
It's a great
Joan?
song. Yeah.
Yeah, she acknowledged when he died that she didn't write it, but she often
Flashed over that part.
yeah. But
Yeah.
Alan Merrill did write that song, and today's his 3rd anniversary of that. So it's kind of intense, like, but yeah, he was an amazing songwriter. That's just one of many, but yes. So thanks for,
So much.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. It comes from such a vulnerable place, and I really appreciate that you gave us that gift.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of doing it. And then as I just pulled out my guitar, I was like, oh my God, there's no option except that for today. Exactly. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, his name, it's Alan Merrill. Alan Merrill. Yeah, Google him. You will be
I'm sure I will be delighted. I'll go all the way
absolutely.
down the rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Enjoy.
Thank you. Well, that's it for us this week, this month. And Nick, do we have any last minute
This is connected,
performance?
like if I pick it up and then come out from the bottom. Oh, I mean, yeah, this slide.
Okay. Any last minute performers? All right. Thank you all for coming. This was awesome. And I look forward to being with everybody next month when Jamie Pinero will be our host. And that'll be awesome.
Oh my God.
Thank you all for coming
Thank
to
you.
Blended Cities Work of Art Wednesday open mic. We appreciate your support for the mission. Please follow us on all the socials at Blended City and sign up for our newsletter. And we'll keep you up to date with future events and performances. Thank you, everyone. And good night.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful, amazing, lovely.
Good night, everyone.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.